Good evening and welcome to this edition of Reality Check. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. So, in most places where we saw the sudden peak, the surge in coronavirus cases, we see a steady decline. But this is too early to be celebrating, to basically call this the end of the coronavirus. No, that's not the case. We have new challenges in the rural areas and also new challenges in certain states. Because cases may be coming down, the deaths are not coming out or coming down in the same proportion. And one such state of concern is the state of Goa, where the deaths per lakh are the highest in the country. Let's quickly take a look at these figures on your screen right now. Goa has the third highest new cases per million, which is there on your screen right now. Puducherry has 1,440, Kerala 938, and Goa is at 931. This is data from the NDTV Corona dashboard as on the 19th of May. Now, the grim milestones of Goa is that it has the highest total deaths per million. Highest. Goa at 1,506 deaths per million. Delhi at 1,317, Puducherry at 971. So if Delhi was a cause of concern, Goa too is. In fact, Goa is a greater cause of concern right now because this is a grim milestone which needs to be spoken about. In fact, it has had the highest new deaths per million at 31, Puducherry at 26 and Delhi is at 16. Is the worst over? Well, the daily new COVID cases are dropping, but the daily COVID deaths, one really wonders whether that is dropping or not, or how soon is that going to happen. Joining us now, our first guest is Leader of Opposition and former Chief Minister, Mr. Digambar Kamath from Goa. We also have Mr. Pramod Acharya, who is the Editor-in-Chief of Prudent Media, Prateek Sawant, Senior Resident in Surgery, President Goa Association of the Resident Doctors. Thank you very much. Asif Bamla, spokesperson of the BJP, is going to join us, and Shruti Chaturvedi, founder of a media company, Chai Pani, is also with us. Let me first begin by coming to you, Mr. Acharya, if you can hear me. This situation is alarming. It is alarming, to say the very least, because while we talk a lot about Delhi, deaths per million, and the high number of deaths, very few people seem to be talking about Goa, which is a huge matter of concern.
Absolutely. And if you check today's figures, Goa's total population is 1.5 million. And if you check today's figures, the total number of cases that have been infected since the first wave is almost 1.4 lakh. So almost 10% of Goa's population has already been infected with the virus. Today's positivity rate is still about 30%. We went as high as 51%, which was, forget about alarming, it was kind of disastrous. So from that 51%, after the curfew was implemented, almost 11 days into the curfew, although the positivity rate is dropping, it is still about 30%, still very, very high. Secondly, the number of deaths, mortality rate is still high. Although we are talking about 31 deaths, if you take it proportionately with the number of tests that are conducted per day, it's still very high. And the most crucial factor is what happens once this curfew is over, because the dip in the numbers is predominantly because of the curfew and because of the restriction on movement. So the very, very important question is what happens when the curfew is over. And secondly, second most important question is if this positivity rate continues till the end of this week, when the curfew gets over, what will the state government do? Will they increase the curfew or will they lift it? Because this government has been very reluctant to put any movement on any restrictions on movement since day one. Even when people were demanding it, local self-governing bodies were demanding it, all political parties were demanding this. This government has been consistently reluctant to put any restriction on movement, including as simple measures.
Are we paying a high price for that reluctance? One really wonders. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Correct. Mr. Kamath, I want to come to you now. What do you think explains this increase? See, this is a phenomenon that we notice all over the country, by the way, that the number of cases may be coming down, but the deaths are not coming down in the same proportion. But in the case of Goa, this is far more alarming. What, according to you, could be the reason? And how can we course correct?
It is totally because of mishandling of this crisis. It has become a total disaster on COVID management. See, when we were insisting that lockdown should be imposed in the month of April, no, and RT-PCR negative certificate should be insisted on everybody entering the state of Goa. Government did not listen to our suggestions. They continued to keep borders open, and there was no lockdown. As a result, people came to Goa in large numbers, and today we see the results. Now, only after people moved to the High Court, Honorable High Court passed an order that everybody entering the state of Goa must have an RT-PCR negative certificate. This should have been done right in the beginning. We would not have had these type of issues. Yesterday, government
Shruti Chaturvedi is also with us. Ms. Chaturvedi. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Kamath, you were saying, if you would like to complete what you were saying.
In spite of all these situations, yesterday, day before yesterday, the government moved to High Court again to give relaxation for the RT-PCR negative certificates, and High Court dismissed their petition.
Okay. Asif Amla is also with us, but Dr. Sawant, I want to come to you now. What explains this in your wisdom, Dr. Sawant?
So to begin with, the second wave of the pandemic started peaking in the last week of April and first week of May. Now, to explain the situation better, what I would like to say is there was a sudden surge in cases, as you could make out from the graph over here. In particularly our tertiary hospital, that is GMC, most of the non-COVID as well as COVID work goes on. And we had around 5 to 6 wards which were dedicated to COVID, apart from a totally dedicated COVID hospital that is in South Goa. So with this sudden surge in cases, there was two deficiencies which our residents noticed. One was manpower. With a single doctor looking after a ward of 30 to 40 beds, the patient-doctor ratio was much less. And what we saw in the second pandemic was most of our patients required very high flow oxygen, had comorbidities, required intensive care. So our doctors were quite in deficiency in sheer terms of manpower. So we were not able to give immediate attention to all of them. Now this situation worsened even more on 12th of May, where we had the surge around 75 deaths. Today's death count is 31, as is seen. So what we noticed was there were drops in central oxygen pressures. There was some delay in the replacement of cylinders. Basically, the demand was so overwhelming that the supply was not met. The supply was not met in terms of manpower.
What's the situation now? Dr. Sawant, is it any better?
Yeah. It is better now after the High Court directive and after the intervention of the government. Now what has happened is there were a few things which are in place now. I would name them very precisely. First is a super specialty block has been now in function. We have around 8 wards, general ward, 4 ICU wards there, which cater to the patient. Apart from that, according to the High Court directive, a short-term solution in terms of oxygen was made. Now there is a feedback, as in a resident, whenever he notices there are people who they can contact to. Apart from that, a 20,000 cryogenic oxygen tank is being installed right now in GMC. And what is helping us most in this situation is the solidarity and the unity of Goans. Mind you, all the healthcare workers, the doctors, nurses, and attendants have been working the whole year Most of them even
Correct.
now are working 12-hour shifts. But what is most seen is today the Goans are in solidarity. Today Goa is in unity. We are getting help from all resources, not just the government. We have multiple NGOs. We have, to name a few, the Goa Sikh Youth Association, the Goa Culinary Group. So many anonymous souls have been coming to help us in different ways. It is just that sheer
Correct.
solidarity that
I think this is an important point, Dr. Sawant, that you're mentioning, that it has to take all institutions, governmental or non-governmental, to come together to tide over a crisis like this, and that has started happening only now. This dependence on governments has not really worked anywhere in any part of this country. Very quickly, Ms. Chaturvedi, I want to come to you now, since Dr. Sawant mentioned the role of individuals and organizations apart from governments. Would you like to share your experience? And do you think that this by now famous word system seems to be collapsing in Goa also?
Yeah, I mean, it has taken 75 deaths for this government and the system to finally work. We would still not call it efficient. This is bare minimum. आज जो ये cryogenic tank लगा रहे हैं, आज जो ये oxygen का इंतजाम इन्होंने किया, they should have been done a month back. Like the oxygen situation in GMC as well, I think a doctor would also agree to this. It's not new. Like the media has paid attention to it 1 week back when SOS calls went on the social media, the news went on social media. The problem was always existing, and these problems should have been tackled a month back rather than holding an election in a state that was crumbling, and nobody was paying attention to that, because also Goa happens to be like a destination and nobody really thinks that it's a state which could have a very fragile infrastructure. Tourism was at its full boom, like it was at the brink. The pubs were full, the clubs were full everywhere, the beaches were full. And we knew that why are the restrictions not coming in place is because there was election happening across the state at that point in time. So Abhi, it has taken 75 deaths, and I think that is something that the government should be held accountable for. But I would agree, situation is much better in terms of
No,
oxygen supply.
and even now the crisis is not really over. See, the point
It's not
is,
over.
Mr. Bamla,
But we
even
don't
now
know.
the crisis is not over. It should be a matter of great shame for any state which has an extremely high death per million count. Mr. Bamla, right now, why should questions not be asked of the government on what is the strategy, at least from here on?
You see, I don't understand. We are heading to such troubled times. People are mentally into so much of disturbance, coma and stuff like that. Why do we always have to show or speak negativity? I understand there has been shortcomings in the second strain. I understand that there is a demand for... Listen to me, Sanket.
Mr. Bamla, people are dying.
No. I understand. There was a state of an emergency, and for 360 and 356 also was demanded. I understand all that. But apparently, with the times, if you see over 4,000, you see cases, have been cured, and they've been taking the recovery rate to 80%. Why don't you talk about that? Now, if you see, the Goa government has reported...
Mr. Bamla, I will talk about what is an alarming situation.
The problem is that you don't
which may continue to remain a problem.
See, continuous time where we can put across our views and you say whatever you have to say. You see, the patients discharged from the hospital are exceeded to more than the patients admitted. Now, if you see, the situation is better. There are more hospitals that are converted into quarantine centers. There are more COVID centers have been done up, and the oxygen supply has been improved. So it's not that. I'm not saying all is well. Things are not well overall in the country and overall in the world. But at the same time, when it has improved, certainly Goa has seen a peak.
Mr. Bamla, can I ask my question now?
No. Right now, if you see, Goa has reported 1,500. Listen to me, 1,562 new infections and 4,008 cases.
Cases all over the country are going down, Mr. Bamla, but the deaths are not going down in the same proportion. And Goa continues to remain the problem.
I'm not.
It's not about negativity and positivity. It's about reality.
It's about the recoveries in the whole nation. Goddamn! Please don't just exhibit a negative
No, we'll
narrative
talk
for
about the
everything.
recoveries also, but we'll talk
Speak
about
the
deaths
recoveries
also.
on
Deaths are
side.
very high in Goa.
Speak about the recoveries
Positivity
in
does
Goa.
not mean that we only talk about nice things.
Good and positive things.
No,
also.
you know, the biggest problem right now is this word positivity has been abused. Mr. Bhamla, positivity does not mean saying nice things. Positivity means saying the right things. I shall choose to say the right things and be positive.
20% तो सत्य बोलिए आप जो चल रहा है मैं आपसे कह रहा बंबई में परिस्थिति बेहतर है उसे बेहतर कहिए गोवा में स्थिति बेहतर नहीं थी आज बेहतर तो आप इसको कहिए ना आप इसको मानने से क्यों इनकार कर रहे हो why is the media being in denial I'm asking you this
Goa, as far as deaths are concerned, Mr. Bhamla, as far as deaths are concerned, the situation is not as rosy. It is not, you're not coming out smelling of roses. As far as the death figure, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Why aren't you saying about the rosy recovery rates then? Am I saying wrong? Will you disagree with the rosy
I don't
recovery
think what
rates
is rosy
in your
about
own
this.
language?
No,
Compared to what?
I am just going to say,
compared to
Mr.
the
Bhamla,
number
that there is a
of
challenge in front of you. It is
Compared-
not about cherry
compared
picking
to the
data.
number
It's
of
about
cases
understanding that we are
of
talking about the high
I am
number of
asking-
deaths.
Okay, can I ask you a
Deaths.
question?
The
Compared
number of
to
people who
number
are
of
dying.
cases
You understand death,
the
Mr.
number of
Bhamla?
cases recovered are threefold better. Are you agreeing to that or am I lying to you? Tell me.
Of course.
I understand the death
Of
number.
course. But see, that is a convenient fact to present. Right now, so that's exactly my point. Deaths
Is
are
it
high.
not
Mr. Kamath
important
wants to
to-
come in.
is
Mr.
it not
Kamath, see,
important
just
to
because
present
recoveries
the
are
convenient- No,
high, which is a good
Again,
thing,
is it-
which is a good
not
thing,
important
are we not going to
see,
look at the
right-
challenge?
Convenient positive
Right,
fact.
right to
One
right
moment.
to life is a
It's important to
fundamental
talk
right.
about what is not right also.
Right to life is a fundamental right envisaged in the Constitution of India. Here is the case where the health minister of the state makes a statement that between 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., 26 people have lost life because of shortage of oxygen. Altogether, 74 people have lost life in just 5 days. And he has also said that High Court should hold an inquiry. How do you justify this? Are those people going to come back? We had been demanding right from beginning appointed task force consisting of experts. Just like now, Supreme Court has appointed a task force over the country for supervise entire thing over the country. Similarly, we had said appointed task force, take experts on board, take experts from army on board, and let the task force handle all these COVID matters. In spite of that, they did not listen. And
Mr.
the
Bhamla, would
positivity
you like to
rate has
respond?
come down.
Can I
Positivity rate has come
reciprocate?
down only after the lockdown. We have
can I
been
reciprocate?
insisting that go for lockdown, go for RT-PCR negative certificate, make it compulsory. After
That's an
High Court
important point.
directed-
Dr. Sawant also mentioned this. Mr. Pramod Acharya also mentioned this very quickly, Mr. Bhamla. So the reason why recovery rates are going up and the positivity rate has gone down is because of the restrictions that have been put in place. This is true for all over the country. The way this virus operates, the moment
see,
you
the second
reopen
strain,
or
you
open
see,
up the restrictions,
you see, Sanket,
there is a
the
very high
second
possibility.
strain- no, okay, let me submit. The second strain would go to this level is something which was not imagined. And I understand that. I understand the shortcomings to the same.
It was not
Okay.
imagined in the model.
Now,
It was not
listen to me.
imagined.
Please don't interject. So every government is trying to ensure that there are, that there are proper checks done. There are no hoardings of beds in the hospitals. There are no denying of admissions to the patient. The government is trying. I mean, I'm not saying I will not blame anybody. This is time for everyone. We are all one. We've got to come together. We don't have to just pinpoint.
Mr.
on the
Bhamla,
negative point.
what's your action plan?
Yeah, the country has to be one because we are fighting
It's
against
not-
the
it's not a
invisible enemy,
negative point.
Okay? We are fighting against an
Mr.
invisible
Bhamla,
enemy.
we are one, and I
at
think
some-
we owe this oneness to all those people who are losing their
Exactly.
lives also.
Exactly.
What is
We
wrong in our
certainly-
medical
we
infrastructure that we are
certainly-
not being able to save people?
We certainly have our sympathies towards them. We certainly don't deny that. It's a fact of life. You have figures more than I have to. But what
Okay.
I'm trying to say is
Ms.
that
Chaturvedi,
we are all one.
Ms. Chaturvedi,
and every
as someone
government,
who's been
every
working
state
at the
is
ground
trying
level
to improve
with people,
the situation of the state.
you've
be
heard
it
this
through
political
NGOs,
response. My
be it
point
through
is,
government agencies and so on. So let's
with very
also
high- with a very
get
high
and
death
talk
rate.
about the positive news.
Mr. Bhamla, one moment. Positivity means telling the right thing, not telling the nice thing. I'm
not
repeating
saying
this
wrong.
again. Mr. Chaturvedi. Miss Chaturvedi.
I have my figures too.
It's
Yeah.
quite amusing to hear somebody from a political party ask us to be positive, and this is exactly what toxic positivity looks like. And it is also amusing when they say that they could not imagine, then it is their lack of imagination, because even simple people like me, I'm not even a doctor, and simple people like you and I could see this coming. Goa was having a full-fledged tourism season. Political rallies were happening across Goa, and everybody saw this coming. There were citizens across, there was the opposition, there was journalists across the state who were asking for a lockdown, or at least ask for an RT-PCR, at least ask for a negative RT-PCR for people entering. It was also our
Correct.
PIL that the court has, that the
And-
state has cross-questioned. And the High Court had to intervene. Even for such a small thing, if we have to go to a High Court, it's a shame, right? That if you have to go to High Court asking कि RT-PCR आप compulsory कर दो, इतनी छोटी
Absolutely.
चीज के लिए जाना पड़ता है, it's a shame. So it's not lack of imagination, it's not unprecedented anymore. Everybody saw this coming. They had 1 year to prepare, and they did.
The real positivity, thank you very much. I've run out of time. Dr. Sawant, Ms. Chaturvedi, Mr. Kamath, as well as Mr. Bhamla. The real positivity will come when Goa's will not remain the third highest as far as new cases per million is concerned, when Goa does not remain the highest as far as total deaths per million is concerned. If these two things can be done, then the real positivity will come in the lives of all those people who are residents of Goa. That's a wrap in this edition of Reality Check. News continues on the other side. Stay with us.